Excellent. Well, money is an important topic for everyone. Is there anyone that money isn't an important topic for? Can I see your hand? Well, not like I can see you because the lights are in my face. Well, I decided I would speak today about money being a reward for problem solved. I found out that many times we go after the money and not after the problems. And then if they say, hey, but you actually want money, here are the problems, and we shy away. What I'm really going to talk to you about really is also my journey to entrepreneurship. Some of you may have heard about a famous speaker called Robert Kiyosaki, and he has this thing called the cash flow quadrant. He's written a few books. One very popular one is called the Rich Dad Poor Dad, where he had two dads. One rich one poor. Well, my story is very similar to that. In my journey to entrepreneurship, I was actually looking for a job quite a few years ago. I schooled in the UK. I came back to Nigeria, did my NYSC, stayed for a few years, and decided to go back to the UK for supposedly, greener pastures. I got to the UK and I have two friends. I was looking for a job. No one wanted to give me an opportunity because I needed a work permit. So I had two friends. One said to me, what is it you actually like doing? I studied computer science. I said, well, I don't like programming. I did it to get a good grade, and that was it. Testing. I don't like networking. But I don't mind being a business analyst where I can ask you questions, you tell me what the problem is, I write it down, I try to make it look a bit technical, and I give it to the technical folks. So in the world of computing, the only profession in that world where you're required not to really know anything, because the job is asking questions, was business analysis. So this, my friend, said to me, what? Are you kidding? That's for the white folks. And that's for middleman white folks. In the UK, none of our black folks were getting roles as business analysts. They were getting either testing or networking. I then had another friend. He asked me the same question. I told him what I wanted to do, and he said, go for it. Now I looked at my two friends. One drove a small car, an old banger. The one who said, go for it, drove a nice, beautiful, convertible BMW. And I decided on who I was really going to listen to. Now, the guy who drove the smaller car actually was an employee. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that employees don't make money. I'm just saying this is my story. Are we together? Yeah? He had an old banger. But the guy with the spanking new convertible BMW was a self-employed consultant. So I said, this is the guy I needed to listen to. My sister gave me a few forms, application forms to fill. And I'll say, no, I don't want to fill this, I don't want to fill that. And she called my mom and said, tell your son to check his head. So I went to this friend and he helped me out with my CV. So I said to him, because he was young looking and everything, you would easily think he was doing drugs. So I said to him, tell me, but I know him very well, I knew he wasn't doing drugs. How much do you earn? And he told me 250 pounds a day. Now, at that time, it was a lot of money. 250. I did some calculations. I said, what? So human beings earn 250 pounds a day. That day, I went home thinking about his car, thinking about how much he earned. But he helped me out with my CV. And I became determined that if he could earn 250 pounds a day, I wanted to earn 250 pounds a day. So I started applying for roles. No more as an employee with filling job application forms, but with this my new done-up CV. And about later, I got a call for an interview with a consultancy, and they offered me a job. How much did I earn? 250 pounds a day. I thought, wow, I've hit the jackpot. I earned 250 pounds a day. Some of you are doing calculations. Yeah? 250 times 10, 2,500 pounds, times 20, 5,000. So 6,000 pounds a day. I thought, wow, I hit the jackpot. 1 month later, about 1 month later, the manager of that consultancy called me and he said, how much do we pay you? I said, 250 pounds a day. He said, are you serious? With all you do for us? With the immediate effect. Well, that's Nigerian English. He said, can you immediately start invoicing us 350 pounds a day? I said, what? That was really crazy. So I got back to this friend who had been admiring. He had been in the system for years and he was earning 250 a day. 1 month later, I was earning much more than him. And I thought, wow, the guy's sentence was, with all the problems you are solving for us. So I thought, this is good, this is good. 3 months later, I was earning double that. 1 year later, I was earning 4 times that. I was like, what? So people do earn like this. It got to a point where I was doing about 15,000, 16,000 pounds a month. And I thought, could this be true? Now, if I was an employee if I was consulting as a freelance consultant in this consultancy, what would happen if I had my own business? So I decided I'll create a business model on solving problems so that I could even move from driving this convertible BMW to possibly a Land Cruiser or whatever the in thing is for business owners. And that was really my journey. So I created this business model and started looking for investors. Now, but you see in the cash flow quadrant, you've got the employees, the business people, the self-employed small business, the business people, then the investors. So hopefully, one day I'll be like my current investors now who fly in private jets and drive big cars. So what's the problem? Where are the problems, rather? I started looking at the different sectors. In government, there are problems. In government, if you go to government now and you're just looking for contracts like was before, it's harder because you were not looking to solve a problem. Now government is all thinking public-private partnership, revenue generation, and if they're thinking that way and you want to work in government, you need to be thinking in that direction. In large enterprise, what are they thinking? Reduce cost, increase efficiency. Smaller businesses, what are they thinking? They're thinking, where are the new opportunities? Where are like some of you here right now are thinking, yeah, right, where are the new opportunities? Well, again, we all here, or I'll speak for myself, had this problem. I just needed money, so I was looking for the problems. So, where are the problems? If we look at all the different sectors, one of the things I tried to find out was, okay, there's a transport sector, telecommunication, insurance, the oil companies, the financial companies, the FMCG companies. What was peculiar to them? What was peculiar to them? What's the problem? The problem is, in each of these sectors, they all have their own competition. And they're all chasing the same customer, you and I. So I thought to myself, what could we actually do that help these service providers collaborate and provide more efficient services where they win because there's loyalty, you buy from them, you win because you get better opportunities. And therefore we built the model which we call cross-industry collaboration. In cross-industry collaboration, devices, people who sell devices, Samsung, Nokia, and all that, and virtual applications. So I thought, okay, that's service providers. Channel partners. Who's a channel partner? A channel partner for us was anyone who had their own customer universe. So they had their own, some of them have their own services which they sell. So on the top there, you've got, say, a mobile phone company, he's got his call center, he's got his own customer universe. I'm not going to bore you and take you through everything, but I'm going to give you some examples. So you've got service providers and channel partners. We said, right, one of the key things is that as a service provider, you want to deliver your goods or you want to provide your services to as many people as possible through as many channels as possible. And you want to be able to do that seamlessly. At the same time, as a channel, be it a retail store, you want to be able to take these services and provide. You want to be able to provide as many services as possible to your same customer. So let's take an example. A device manufacturer, okay, who's one of our sponsors there? Let's take Nokia. Nokia is there. So Nokia, a device manufacturer, would always work through a channel. Let's take any channel. Any big retail store we know. Someone help me, tell me. What's your favorite retail store? ShopRite. ShopRite do electronics. Let's take Game. Yeah, Game right beside electronics. So we take Game. So Game sell devices. They sell Nokia phones. They sell smart TVs and all that. But what happened? So as they do that, I buy a smart TV, I buy a phone, and I sell it. It's one-off revenue. You know, I sell it, I make my margins, and that's it. Now, but because it's a smart TV, I should be able to sell as a retailer extended warranties. Why not? Insurance. So we move the channels from making one-off revenue on that device that they sell to repeat revenue. So they sell insurance. So we bring in an insurance provider and we pass it on to the retail outlet. Therefore, now you're gradually moving them. That's how we solve problems. You're gradually moving them. Let's take another example. Game sells smart TVs, which would have given them only one-off revenue. They now sell extended warranties and insurance, which has given them revenue, additional revenue to what they already sell. And because it's a smart TV, why not sell internet with it? So they say, hey, sorry, I'm not going to call any internet service providers' names there because I don't know if there's anyone supporting TED. So, but hey, they said, why not sell internet service with it also? So normally, Game would have sold just a smart TV. They can now sell insurance. And you know what? Since it's a smart TV, it needs internet connection. Why don't we bundle internet services with the smart TV? Now, for a lot of you who work in the telecommunication and with ISPs, you know that as long as you keep using the service, the guy who sold you that service gets revenue, isn't it? Commission. So the retail outlet now begins to get repeat revenue on a monthly basis from what they would usually have done is a one-off sale for the smart TV. Yeah? So they then are able to sell insurance. Internet. What's the other thing they could possibly do? a smart TV. They should be able to sell content, shouldn't they? So they can then sell content. It's a value-added service. So this is suddenly moving gain or any retail outlet from what they could sell before as a one-off revenue to sudden repeat income. Content. For us, it was all about what problems could we solve. I don't want to take you through every single service provider and every single channel partner, but it was really about enabling channels and enabling services. Solving problems is how you make money. Thank you.